What's up, ladies and gentlemen, it is yours truly, Fitz. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, this video, we're not here to argue. We're here for validity. Love him or hate him. No opinions here. No biases here. Love or hate him, PokeAK has come out with a new video exposing the algorithm, but I think that's a bad way to say it. I call it the matchmaking system because we can all agree, at least in this sense, that there is a matchmaking system put in play. Otherwise, the game wouldn't work at all, right? There would be no system if there's no system in place to pair you up to battle someone, whether you win or lose, then what are we even doing? Of course, there's a matchmaking system. There's just more to it than meets the eye, and a synonym that people call it is the algorithm. Now again, we're not here to argue because there's someone in the comment section, and this is exactly what this video is going to be about. You can watch PokeAK's video. I will link it in the description down below. He has very good explanations. He's not vulgar. He's not it's not even criticism. It's just what he's found. And of course, I've done videos in the past, but this is more concrete now that we have someone who is 100% credible to the highest tier on what they're about to say. Real quick, before we get into that, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I actually have another channel, a second channel, Fitz City Garage, where I do Hellcat content. If you like cars, races, I've got a couple races I'm going to be putting on here. A Camaro and a GTO race, which was pretty cool, and then of course I raced the Camaro just to see what my car would do, and I got some pretty intense stats that I got on the street, not at the strip. The street was in terrible condition. But yeah, if you want to see some of that content, I've got some videos up, as you can see here. There's the channel. Now let's get back to the matter at hand. So what comment is it? It's pinned. This actually blew my mind because I did not think I'd find someone so credible because like Zionic, Caleb Peng, like all those big time PvPers, I love those guys, but they deny all this stuff, but this guy's better than they are. Let's read. Luke X. I have hit legend every single one of the 10 seasons and placed at number 1 on the leaderboards 18 times. Right away, this guy, right away, knows what the hell he's about to say. 100%. He is the credible. He is one of the best PvPers in the entire world. Hit the pinnacle of Go Battle League every single season. Let's see what he's about to say. There's definitely an algorithm. For example, if I lead with Mandibuzz, it pairs me up against Charm leads over and over again. But after I go on a huge losing streak, it'll then pair me up against Jellicent to neutralize all the bad leads. Okay. For all those wondering how I can always beat and manipulate the algorithm to hit Legend so easily, he's already hit Legend, there's still 60-ish days left, and he's currently number 2 on the leaderboards as we speak. I always have 3 to 5 teams, all with different leads. For example, if I lead with Galarian Stunfisk and win most of the leads in a set, it's likely that the algorithm, or I like to say the matchmaking system, is going to pair me up against Jellicent or Politoed's leads next, which are a wall basically, and counter Galarian Stunfisk. Therefore, after that set, I will switch to a team with Venusaur leads to try and stay one step ahead of the algorithm. Now this next part makes perfect sense, it's common sense. Obviously, it's not 100% effective, but it works. How else would I win so much, right? Thanks for putting out this information. As always, hit me up on Twitter or something for a collab. Maybe we do a video, recognize the patterns of such algorithm and how to combat it. Because, let's face it, there are so many people, including myself, that are really good at Go Battle League, that if there was a way to combat this, everyone would hit Legend because people are actually skilled at Go Battle League. It just, when you start getting at a high win-loss ratio, you'll start to get countered, and you could outplay your opponent, But let's face it, there are some battles where you just absolutely will not win. Now, the number one argument against this, which really is not proven whatsoever, is that it's random. That Go Battle League is just random. You're talking a whole bunch of gibberish, you're reading into it too much, it's random. Okay, there's a couple good comments in the comment section. Okay, so here's one that's really good. You're not reaching your 100% right. I've been doing some tests on my own for a couple of weeks, and like you said, it works both ways. The one time I decided to make a triple poison team, Crobat, Shadow Drapion, and Muck, I got hit with a triple ground team, Nidoqueens with Stone Edge against my Crobat. It's so rare that someone uses that move. Excadrill and Hippowdon with Ice Fang. I lost it that day. That is ridiculous. If you're running a triple ground team, you are terrible. No one is running a triple ground team, which goes to show you that... And to have Nidoqueen with Stone Edge? Come on. So, as you can see, that's blatantly ridiculous, right? That's blatantly ridiculous. Even his triple poison team is pretty ridiculous too, but that was the point. Here's a really good one. I've said it a dozen times, the algorithm is set to keep people around 50%. And it is, it's designed that way. Don't even get me started on the points and gains and losses either. There is nothing fair or random about this game. It's the number one thing I don't like about it. I almost forgot to mention, need proof that it's real? Play with Pokemon that you rarely or never play with. See if you can make it past 2 sets without seeing the same thing with Pokemon you rarely or never see. And that is the number one thing, because it can't be argued. There's obviously a matchmaking system, there's something going on that pairs you against certain metas. You create a meta, you're going to see a meta. You will not create a meta here and see a meta way up here. You will only see what you put in. You will not see anything outside of that meta against you. Whether you're super effective against it or not. You're countered against it. So when you switch Pokemon, you switch metas, and if that's random Pokemon in that meta, you chose that. So there's a matchmaking system put in place for you to see specific Pokemon. The only way you get really good at doing this is one, which is interesting, what Luke said, because he's one of the best freaking players in the world, and he's number 2 on the leaderboard, is that not only do you have to have really good team building, but you have to be able to make the right plays to still climb up, and apparently have several teams and try to go up against the algorithm to combat it as well. There are meta-breaking teams. If you understand your meta so well that you can do well, I had one in Ultra League 2 seasons ago. I went from 2300 to Legend in a week and a half. Things have changed since then with XL Pokemon, XL Umbreon, Galarian Stunfisk, stuff like that. So it's harder and it doesn't really break the meta as much anymore as it used to. But that's still an example of how you can possibly beat this matchmaking system. But to say that there's nothing is pure ignorance and bliss on the people that think that. So, because you can't argue with Luke. I don't know, other than someone that's been on the leaderboard number 1 more than 18 times, no one else can argue this fact. You are not credible enough to argue this. What this guy says is concrete. It's like telling a scientist who studied volcanoes since they were 12 years old and now they're 80, and you're telling them what they are saying is wrong. That guy that studied those volcanoes has the highest credibility in his field. Luke definitely has the highest credibility in his field, and he's telling you how he does it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be a part of the Fitz City fam, and subscribe to the Hellcat channel if you'd like to see some fast car content. That's it, the boy Fitz. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.